Our journey through Peru kicks off in Lima, taking us across landscapes by bus, boat, and train. We will explore historical sites, cultural landmarks, and important cities. Our route is planned, and the first destination is set.
Estamos en la Hacienda San José, en Chincha, Peru.
The architecture of Hacienda San José is a prime example of colonial-era design, featuring large courtyards, thick adobe walls, and high wooden beams. The backyard, once used for agricultural purposes, now includes gardens and open spaces that further emphasize the estate's historical roots. Hacienda San José remains a key landmark in Chincha, symbolizing the region's colonial heritage and its importance in the agricultural and cultural development of Peru. Hacienda San José also has a dark and significant history related to slavery. During the colonial era, the estate was one of the largest sugar plantations in Peru, relying on the forced labor of enslaved Afro-Peruvians. The estate included hidden areas, such as underground tunnels and secret rooms, which were used by enslaved people to escape from their captors or evade punishment. Continuing our journey, we discovered new and exciting places. To visit the Paracas candelabra, the most common way is to take a boat tour from the nearby town of Paracas. Boat tours depart from Paracas Harbor, approximately 15 minutes by car from the town center. The boat ride to the candelabra takes about 30 to 45 minutes. The Paracas candelabra is a large, prehistoric geoglyph located on the northern face of the Paracas Peninsula in Pisco Bay, Peru. It measures approximately 180 meters, 595 feet, in height and is visible from several kilometers away, especially from the sea. We're getting close to the Ballestas Islands, located off the southern coast of Peru, near the town of Paracas. The islands are part of the Paracas National Reserve and are known for their rich biodiversity. As we approach, in front of you, you can spot a penguin. These small, flightless birds are one of the main attractions of the islands, which are home to a significant population of Humboldt penguins. The islands are made up of rocky outcrops and steep cliffs that rise dramatically from the Pacific Ocean. These formations are not only visually stunning but also serve as important habitats for many species. Males are notably larger than females, with thick necks and a mane-like appearance. Their faces are characterized by long, sensitive whiskers, and their eyes are large and expressive, often scanning their surroundings. The Ballestas Islands provide an ideal habitat for these sea lions, with rocky outcrops offering a safe place for them to rest, sleep, and reproduce. These animals thrive in the region's abundant marine life, and the rich waters support their diet, which includes fish, squid, and other marine creatures. We want to capture every moment with our cameras as we approach Playa Roja in the Paracas National Reserve. The beach is located in the Lagunillas sector of the reserve.
Que uno parece metido aquí encima de la nube. No, esto es una cosa para bendecir las maravillas de Dios. encontramos en Playa Roja. Sus colores en el litoral peruano se debe a los fragmentos de rocas arrasadas por las olas que impactan en la punta Santa María. Pero no están arrasadas, pero
The cathedral was a natural rock arch composed of sandstone, limestone, and claystone, shaped by wind and ocean erosion over thousands of years.
We're at a rock formation known as the Cathedral in the National Ecological Reserve in Paracas, Peru.
The formation connected a coastal cliff to a freestanding rock structure, creating an arch over the water. Peru is known for its diverse gastronomy, influenced by indigenous, Spanish, African, and Asian traditions. Popular dishes include ceviche, made with fresh fish marinated in lime juice, lomo saltado, a stir-fry combining beef, onions, tomatoes, and potatoes, and ají de gallina, a creamy chicken dish. The country is also known for its variety of corn, potatoes, and chili peppers, as well as traditional beverages like chicha morada and pisco sour. Huacachina is a small oasis town located in the Ica region, about 5 kilometers from the city of Ica. It is built around a natural lagoon surrounded by large sand dunes. The lagoon has been historically believed to have therapeutic properties. A variety of birds, including herons and ducks, can often be seen walking along the edge of the oasis. Huacachina is known for sandboarding and dune buggy rides, which take visitors across the desert landscape. The dunes surrounding the oasis are among the highest in Peru. The town has hotels, restaurants, and shops serving visitors. Historically, Huacachina was a retreat for wealthy Peruvians in the early 20th century. Over time, tourism increased, making it a popular destination. Due to decreasing water levels, conservation efforts have been implemented to maintain the lagoon. Leaving Huacachina, we will continue our journey to the Nazca Lines. These ancient geoglyphs are located in southern Peru, specifically in the Nazca Desert. Created between 500 BCE and 500 CE by the Nazca culture, the lines feature various shapes, including animals, like a monkey, spider, and hummingbird, plants, and geometric patterns, some spanning over 1,000 feet. In 1994, the Nazca Lines were designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The geoglyphs were created by removing the reddish rocks on the desert surface to expose the lighter earth beneath. Over 300 individual figures exist, with the largest, the hummingbird, measuring about 800 feet in length. Some lines are perfectly straight, while others form complex figures. Arequipa, often called the White City due to its buildings made from white volcanic stone called sillar. During our time in Arequipa, we had the chance to interact with local people and their animals.
Pero mirale el collar tan elegante y mirale esas flores. Y se queda ahí todo el tiempo. Se queda todo el tiempo. ¿Cuánto tiempo de qué? Unas veces.
Later, we visited a place called Alpaca World, where we saw the traditional process of creating Peruvian clothing. We learned how alpaca wool is spun, dyed, and woven into beautiful garments. This incredible place offers the chance to get up close with alpacas by feeding them. Even better, entrance is completely free. Here, we not only got to spend time with these adorable animals, just like Luz Fabiola and Yancy did, but we also witnessed the fascinating process of creating alpaca wool clothing. Later, as we roamed the city, we captured more unforgettable moments with local people. Just a tip, if you're planning to take photos or videos with them, it's best to negotiate a price beforehand.
¿Cuánto quiere darme usted? 5 soles, 10 soles, 3 soles.
¿Va a tomar una foto con los 10 soles está bien usted? ¿Sí?
After some time on the road, we stopped for a buffet lunch, where everyone could choose from a variety of dishes. We have arrived in Ollantaytambo. Before we head into the archaeological site, it's worth noting that the town is also known for its vibrant handicrafts. Local artisans create a variety of products, including textiles, pottery, and jewelry. Many of these items are handmade using traditional techniques passed down through generations.
Estamos en el Parque Arqueológico Nacional Ollantaytambo.
The site was built as both a military and ceremonial center, and its location on a steep hillside offers stunning views of the surrounding valley. The massive stone blocks used in the construction were quarried from nearby mountains, and some of them weigh several tons. The site also includes a series of agricultural terraces, which were used to grow crops at different altitudes. The Temple of the Sun, with its carefully cut stonework, is one of the most notable features. Ollantaytambo was also a key location during the Inca resistance against the Spanish conquistadors, and the site holds significant historical importance in the region. During our walk through the streets of Ollantaytambo, we discovered the Museum Inca Huasi. This small museum provides valuable insights into Inca history, culture, and daily life. It features exhibits on Inca architecture, agriculture, and religious practices.
Este es el maní y la quinoa, que son tres variedades de quinoa, lo que es la quinoa blanca, la amarilla y la blanca también. Como estaba mostrando es el poroto, y también acá vemos lo que es el trigo también, y también acá son las habas, también podemos hacer en el desayuno. Hay una temporada llega que nacen hartos alpacas pequeñas y pues hay zorros o cóndores que los pueden, se les llama ahí para que los pueda cuidar y nosotros hacemos ofrenda hacia ellos.
The museum helps visitors better understand the significance of Ollantaytambo as an important Inca settlement. Entry is free, but visitors have the option to leave a tip as a contribution to support the museum.
Vamos para Machu Picchu, en este momento vamos a abordar el tren, nos vemos muy pronto.
During the ride, we see rivers, mountains, and valleys along the way. Passengers also have the opportunity to watch a traditional theater performance with Andean music and dance. After arriving in Aguas Calientes, we wait for a bus that takes us up the winding road to the entrance of Machu Picchu. From there, we begin our final walk up the path to the archaeological site, stopping a few times to rest due to the difficulty of breathing as we get closer to the top.
Cielo, tierra, montañas y profundidades. Gracias, Señor. No, este era el sueño. Ay, Dios mío, me tienes tan cerca. Ay, Señor.
The site covers approximately 32,592 hectares, 80,537 acres, and consists of agricultural terraces, stone structures, and interconnected pathways. Machu Picchu is divided into two main sectors: the agricultural sector, which includes terraces used for farming, and the urban sector, where religious, administrative, and residential buildings are located. In the distance, Huayna Picchu, a peak rising to 2,720 meters, 8,920 feet, overlooks the ruins. A steep trail leads to the summit, offering a higher viewpoint of Machu Picchu. Today, the site is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 Wonders of the World, attracting visitors from around the world. After our visit to Machu Picchu, it is time to take the bus back to Aguas Calientes to have lunch and spend the night there. The next day, we take the Peru rail directly to Ollantaytambo, where we transfer to a bus that takes us to Cusco. Upon our arrival, we start checking our map to find the places we mark for the next visit. Walking at night in Cusco is generally safe, especially in well-touristed areas like the Plaza de Armas and main streets. However, it's important to follow basic safety precautions to ensure a worry-free experience. Cusco is a city in southeastern Peru, located in the Andes Mountains at an altitude of approximately 3,400 meters, 11,150 feet. It was the capital of the Inca Empire and is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The city is known for its Incan and Spanish colonial architecture, with key landmarks including the Plaza de Armas, Cusco Cathedral, Coricancha, Temple of the Sun, and Sacsayhuaman. Cusco serves as the main gateway to Machu Picchu and the Sacred Valley. These events feature traditional Andean music, dance, and storytelling, often seen in Plaza de Armas and during festivals. Performers wear colorful traditional clothing, including polaris, skirts, ponchos, cholos, hats, and embroidered blouses.
Estamos con Marcelina, con María, con Martín y con Luna, desde Cusco.
Continuing exploring, we found the 12-angle stone, located on Hachin Rumioc Street in Cusco.
Esa es la piedra que tiene 12 ángulos, así.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Here we are at Sacsayhuaman, just outside Cusco.
Sacsayhuaman is a massive Inca fortress located 2 kilometers from Cusco, Peru, at 3,701 meters, 12,142 feet. Built under Pachacuti's rule, 1438 to 1471 CE, it showcases precisely cut stones, some weighing over 100 tons, fitted together without mortar. The fortress represents the head of a puma, as Cusco was designed in the shape of this sacred animal.
La pata del puma, aquí el brazo, la pata, 4 dientes.
Sacsayhuaman also had 3 towers and underground tunnels, serving as both a military defense and ceremonial center. Today, it remains a key site for the Inti Raymi, Festival of the Sun.
Así como Ollantaytambo, Machu Picchu, este lugar también fue mandado a construirse por Pachacutec, el noveno gobernador más importante del Tahuantinsuyo.
Our next stop in the Cusco region archaeological circuit is Pukapukara, just as we previously visited Sacsayhuaman. The name Pukapukara comes from Quechua, meaning red fortress. Puka equals red, Pukara equals fortress. This site is believed to have functioned as a military outpost or checkpoint during the Inca Empire.
¿Y cómo se llaman sus animales? ¿Cómo?
Luna.
Luna y
Rosita.
Rosita. Qué bonitos que son.
El grosor del hilo depende para qué es lo que uno va a necesitar. Si queremos para una bufanda, vamos a hacerlo delgadas. Quiero para una frazada, más gruesas, ¿no? Luego de hacer el proceso de la pushka o el hilado, vamos a pasar al proceso del teñido. Para teñir hay diferentes plantas. Por ejemplo, la flor de colli, flor endémica de esta zona, se adapta en las zonas rocosas y se obtiene colores celestes, ¿ya? Tenemos el Kiunsacuchu, planta medicinal, bueno para el dolor de los huesos, el reumatismo. Se obtiene colores azules. Lavado de la lana, sea de la oveja o de la alpaca, lo que vamos a utilizar es esto de acá, una raíz. Su nombre, Sacta. Lo traemos del cerro caminando 3 a 4 horas. Lo más importante de esta raíz, no contamina el medio ambiente. Es un champú Inca, un detergente natural. La fibra, tenemos que lavarlo varias veces hasta que quede bien limpia. Tenemos agua, vamos a agregarle el polvo de la cochinilla, ¿ya? Y vamos a teñir la lana que hemos lavado. Primer color. Para cambiar de color, sal de maras, de las salineras, ¿ya? No es magia, magia de los incas, ¿ya? Esto pues tiene que hervir para que el color se impregne en la lana. Durante 1 hora, media hora, depende al color o al tono que uno quiere obtener. Sírvanse mate de muña, menta andina, ¿ya? Luego de eso vamos a pasar al proceso del tejido. Aquí está plasmado nuestra flora, nuestra fauna, nuestra convivencia de este distrito en sí. Por ejemplo, este rombo, amigos, representa una planta medicinal llamada loraipo, bueno para la inflamación de la vista, el dolor del corazón. Los círculos representan a las 2 lagunas sagradas de Chinchero, uno Huaypo y el otro Piuray. Huaypo representa a los varones, Piuray a las mujeres, hacen la dualidad andina.
We're at Moray, an Incan agricultural laboratory where they experimented with different seeds and plants to see how they would grow at different altitudes.
Moray is an archaeological site in the Sacred Valley of the Incas, near Maras and Cusco. This site consists of a series of circular terraces built within a natural depression. These terraces create different microclimates, with a temperature variation of up to 15 degrees Celsius, 27 degrees Fahrenheit, between the top and bottom levels. It is believed that the Incas used Moray as an agricultural laboratory, experimenting with crops to study the effects of altitude, temperature, and soil conditions. The terraces are supported by stone retaining walls and include an advanced drainage system to prevent water accumulation. Some theories also suggest that Moray had ceremonial or religious purposes related to agriculture. The deepest terrace reaches approximately 30 meters, 98 feet. Our next destination is Salineras de Maras, an ancient salt mining site located in the Sacred Valley of the Incas, near the town of Maras in Peru. The site consists of thousands of small salt ponds, fed by a salty spring that has been used for over 500 years. The salt is harvested manually, and the method has remained largely unchanged since Inca times. The process begins with water from the salty spring being directed into the ponds. The water is allowed to evaporate naturally under the sun over time. Once the water evaporates, salt crystals begin to form. Families in charge of the ponds use traditional tools, such as wooden paddles and shovels, to collect the salt. They carefully scrape off the salt crystals from the pond floor and transfer them to other areas to dry further before it's harvested.
Parque Arqueológico Chinchero.
Located about 28 kilometers, 17 miles, from Cusco, Peru. Known for its Inca ruins, traditional textiles, and stunning views of the surrounding mountains, Chinchero is a popular destination for visitors interested in Inca history and Andean culture.
Me dijo el señor de aquí que todas esas líneas horizontales que puedes ver en las montañas fueran terrazas de los incas para agricultura, todo para cultivación. Mira, por ejemplo, aquí hay algunas que todavía son completas.
The site features an Inca archaeological complex that includes terraces, a royal palace, and a church built on top of Inca foundations. The Church of Chinchero, dedicated to the Virgin of the Nativity, was built in the 16th century by the Spanish on top of an earlier Inca structure. The terraces are believed to have been used for agricultural purposes, and the area is also known for its well-preserved agricultural terraces and irrigation systems. Chinchero is famous for its traditional Andean weaving techniques, which have been passed down through generations. The local women still produce hand-woven textiles, often using natural dyes derived from plants, insects, and minerals. The Pisac ruins are located 30 kilometers from Cusco, in the Sacred Valley of the Incas. The site sits at an altitude of approximately 3,300 meters, 10,827 feet, above sea level and is accessible by a 45-minute to 1-hour drive from the city. The ruins feature a vast network of agricultural terraces, which the Incas built to optimize farming at high altitudes. These terraces extend down the mountainside, following the natural curves of the land. From the highest points of the ruins, we can see a panoramic view of the Sacred Valley, with the Urubamba River winding through the valley floor. Agricultural terraces, engineered for efficient crop cultivation. As we walk through the ruins, alpacas and llamas roam freely across the terraces. Their presence highlights the continued connection between the Andean landscape and its traditional inhabitants. Pisac remains one of the most significant archaeological sites in the Sacred Valley, showcasing the advanced engineering, agricultural techniques, and spiritual practices of the Inca civilization. The trail was steep, with very deep stone steps that required careful footing. There were no handrails or barriers to hold onto, making the descent even more difficult, especially in sections with loose stones and narrow pathways.
Is it the way to Pisac?
See,
Yes.
Pisac is. Yeah.
Straight ahead.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes ahead.
5 minutes?
Yeah. Oh no, Pisac, the city?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you continue. It's like
It's
40.
down or up? Up or down?
No, down.
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 Right.
All the time down.
What should have been a relatively short descent ended up taking us 3 hours due to the difficult terrain. The combination of steep steps, uneven paths, and no support made the hike much longer than expected. Despite the challenge, the experience was rewarding, offering incredible panoramic views of the Sacred Valley along the way.
This is why we travel.
Reaching the town of Pisac felt like a true accomplishment. After such a challenging and rewarding hike, we were grateful for the opportunity to rest and take in the beauty of the town. The sense of achievement lingered as we reflected on the journey. From there, we made our way back to Lima, where we caught our flight home, already excited to start planning for the next adventure that awaited us.